All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Throwback Thursday live stream on the channel. Here today, we will be watching the 2001 Protection 1 400 at the Kansas Speedway. Second straight race that we are watching from the 2001 season on the Throwback Thursday live stream. This was supposed to be last week on the channel. We actually tried to watch the 2015 race last Thursday, but it ended up getting taken down virtue of copyright just about 10 minutes or so into the stream. So, replay the 2001 race instead. Hopefully we have better luck with that. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We'll get into this video right here, right now.
Starting grid for today's 400-miler, Leffler with
Jason Leffler's on the pole.
On the front row. Gordon, winner of 2 previous inaugural races. It is career row number 2. A couple of more Dodges. Bill Elliott and Stacy Compton, 4 Dodges qualified in the top 5 spots.
Wow. Inside of row 3, Bill Elliott's teammate Casey Atwood, the second bestest rookie in the top 5. Johnny Benson on the outside. On the inside of row 4, Tony Stewart, 3 wins this season. Ricky Rudd trying to close in on Jeff Gordon for the Winston Cup Championship.
Row 5, Maine's Ricky Craven with his 5th top 10 start in the last 8 races. And the defense
like the way they used to go through the starting grid on both Fox and NBC back in the early 2000s.
On these mile-and-a-half tracks this year, best result of 12th, and John Andretti and Richard Petty's Dodge.
Matt Kenseth on the inside of row 7, his best 4th at Michigan in August. Jimmy Spencer, 5th at Chicagoland. Expect him to run well. On the inside of row 8, Kevin Harvick, Chicago winner. A track very similar to this, Andy Houston on the outside. On the inside of row 9, Ryan Newman. And let's try to talk to Ryan as these cars take their pace laps. Ryan Newman, Benny Parsons, you read me?
Copy, baby.
All right, this is a backup car. You crashed your other car in practice. How is it?
Pretty good. It was really quick in the happy hour, but we got 16 other guys here to get around and just have to be patient. It's
Dave Blaney.
400 miles and different racetracks.
Love that Amico 93 paint scheme.
Especially me.
Probably my favorite Dave Blaney scheme of all time.
Patience this morning.
Quite a deal. I mean, you got to be there at the end to finish first. First, you got to finish, and we're just going to do the best we can to try to do that.
Well, good luck, Ryan.
BP.
Fastest car in happy hour yesterday afternoon.
Ryan Newman going to start in row 9, the 17th position. Continuing with the rest of the starting lineup, Kevin LePage and Elliott Sadler. Chevy and Ford in row 16. Robbie Gordon replaces Mike Skinner in Richard Childress Racing's number 31 Chevy this week. Skinner to have knee surgery on Tuesday. Final qualifier on time was Ward Burton and Bill Davis's machine. Rest of these got into the field by their point standings, a provisional starting spot. Tough week for Kurt Busch. He crashed his car in practice here on Friday. And you look at the final starters.
Hey, Michael Waltrip starting deep.
Brett Bodine and Hutch Strickland. Failed to qualify. Tough break for Kyle Petty. The sponsors.
Wow, Kyle Petty missed the
wanted
race.
so badly to be in this one. Just didn't go well for him on Friday.
Ron Hornaday, Rick Mass.
Before they go green, some final stories from pit road, starting with Marty Snyder.
Well, Benny was pretty modest when he just talked to Ryan Newman, because on Monday, Benny predicted a first-time winner and followed through with this guy. Still on Saturday afternoon, Benny was saying Ryan Newman's probably going to win the race. He was the fastest in happy hour, and who knows, BP, this 23-year-old Purdue graduate may make you look like a hero. To Matt Yoakum.
Marty, while Jeff Gordon tries for his 3rd inaugural race victory, his teammate Terry Labonte would like to have one. He hasn't won a race in 87 starts. They feel like they have turned the corner. They're seeing some daylight over their recent struggles. Maybe today could be the day they end the drought. Today Burns.
Matt, at the very similar Chicagoland Speedway earlier this year, Todd Bodine sat on the pole but could only spin together a 14th place finish. They believe they found a mechanical problem, and Todd thinks he can go from his 27th starting spot to the front this afternoon. Alan?
5 years and $224 million from dream to dream come true for the race fans of Kansas City.
I actually don't have the chat up on my phone right now. I'm letting the phone charge up so that way we're good for tonight's live commentary stream. So if I haven't shouted anybody out yet, I apologize. But thanks for tuning in and watch some racing. And then we get to watch more racing as it happens for the truck race tonight as well at Darlington. The live commentary stream is going to start at 7:30. Oh my gosh, we've already got a wreck. Oh, that was a hard hit. I was not expecting that. First lap. First lap at the new track. First ever Kansas race.
Benny, you talked about it at the very beginning of our pre-race show. The race was going to be the race to get to the bottom in turn 1 on lap 1.
And here we've got the 5th place starter spinning at John Andretti. I know they had high hopes for that STP, the 43 car today.
That was a hard hit, by the way, that Andretti gave the 19 of
Just a few
Atwood.
minutes ago, he said, today could be our day.
Jimmy Spencer also coming down pit road.
Yikes.
Let's take a look at what happened.
Took a big
Turn
hit
one,
into the
lap
wall,
one.
too.
Something happened to the car in front of Casey Atwood.
It's Stacy Compton that was right in
Oh,
front of
man.
him.
I wonder
Right in the
if
driver's side door.
Casey got in the back of Stacy Compton, and when he jumped off the gasoline because he had gotten in the back, and let's see if we can see.
Jumped off the gas.
Never see Casey on the inside. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's definitely some contact there. He just
It
got
honestly
the,
looked like
left
Compton
quarter
crowded
pedal.
him.
Stacy. John had nowhere
Oof.
to go.
They weren't even up to speed
Stacy
yet. It
thought
was still
Casey
a hard
gave him
hit.
room and went for the bottom of the track.
Yes.
I've got practice on in the background for the Xfinity
the
series.
driver's
Already loving Ryan Ellis's throwback
Johnny
scheme.
Benson watches this.
Early 2000s
And
Harvick
somehow
scheme.
gets by before the 19 car of Casey Atwood backs up the racetrack.
Beautiful. That might be my favorite in the
John
Xfinity
Andretti's
series.
car. In the drivers' meeting this morning, David Hoots, NASCAR's race director, said, "No one will win this race in the first turn of the first lap. Please remember that." Turn 1, lap 1. Got a few wrecked cars. Going to push Andretti's car behind the wall. Craven and Spencer have both been on and off pit road once already. They're
I'm
coming
going to
back
fast
to pit
forward
road
this
again.
to the restart.
About it, and obviously
Means we're trying to get this
Right,
in
so,
before the start
yeah,
of the truck
yeah.
race tonight.
So we're less than a lap from the restart now. Jason Leffler's out in front. Jeff Gordon is second. Bill Elliott third. Stacy Compton hung on to his race car and hung on to 4th position. And then you've got, rounding out the top 5, Johnny Benson.
Take one more look at it. You know, you can see right there these two guys we want to look at. Casey's all the way down at the bottom, and Stacy just thought he had a lane open. He started moving down on Casey, and unfortunately Casey got the short end of the stick, and so did John and a lot of other cars.
John Andretti in the 43 car you were talking about. Pace car's off. Let's see if we can do this a little better this time. This time it's a single file start.
Very spaced apart there.
Pretty important right now to protect the bottom, because if you don't, and you get up on that high lane, it's just going to be like a Talladega. You're going to get hung out to dry because everybody's nose to tail.
I see that singular wireless car out in front. It doesn't scream Jason Leffler to me. It screams Jeff Burton or Robbie
Leffler,
Gordon.
native of Long Beach, California. Just his 23rd NASCAR Winston Cup Series race. He leads the champion to be, potentially, Jeff Gordon. 3-time champion. How's that?
That's better.
All right. May not lead him for long, though. Gordon taking a peek.
It looked right. That lap there going to the corner looked like the 01 car in Jason Leffler's a little bit tight.
Rusty Wallace picking up 8th spot on Bobby Labonte.
I think this was the next race after the Dover race that we actually watched on the channel a couple weeks ago. It's kind of random that we have back-to-back races that we're watching throughout the course of the same season and back-to-back weeks on the channel. That may never happen again with the Throwback Thursday live streams. Just with how different the schedule is now versus what it was then. Gordon to the lead.
Gordon out in front. In trouble on the backstretch.
Oh my gosh, another one.
Jones.
Buckshot Jones. Oh my goodness. A couple of guys barely missed running into the back of him when he was coming across the
Several
apron.
drivers with incredible avoidance there as Buckshot came careening back across the
Racing
backstretch.
back to the caution flag.
Second caution of the race.
See some damage to the front of Buckshot's car.
Had 2 cautions and what, maybe 4 or 5 green flag
Really
laps.
doesn't look as bad as John Andretti's,
Total.
but
It's got a flat left front tire. I don't know if that was maybe some of the problem, or if he got that after he flat spotted him.
And we're already under the yellow flag for the second time, and we haven't even completed 10 laps. I hope that's not a sign of things to come for the rest of the afternoon.
That's a record for here.
Oh, yes, Wally, it would be a record, as would everything that happens today. Brilliant observation.
Thank you.
To the next restart.
And look at Kevin.
And we've got it now.
What if you could remaster the Masters fan experience?
Wasn't expecting that right
What if
away.
fans could follow all their favorite players, not just the...
Harvick on the outside.
go.
Now, you would have thought he'd have learned yesterday not to test that outside, but he did pick up a couple of spots.
Got around Tony Stewart. Harvick up to 7th. Now Stewart with Rusty Wallace to his inside for 8th. Rusty in the 2.
Oh, Dave Blaney's up to 14th already.
And the 0-2, Rusty's teammate.
He started outside the top 20.
Moving forward fast. He started back in 17th.
Stacey Compton got
Stacey
way
Compton's
high
job
up in the middle of 1 and 2 there, losing a bunch of spots.
He was 4th. He's now 9th.
Ryan Truex fastest in practice for the Xfinity Series, for anybody wondering. Brennan Poole is 6th right now. Stephen Parsons is 9th.
Infield Care Center, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Everybody was scrambling, trying to get to the bottom there on that restart at the top.
Oh my gosh, Stacy.
And I was trying to keep the 92 on the outside of me, trying to get in the front. And,
He was so far
I should
sideways.
have known from past racing experience with him I wasn't going to get much room there on that restart. So I think maybe I should have just let him in front of me and try to get him later in the race.
Or give and take early on, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, when you have split seconds like that to make a decision about something, sometimes things happen that you wish you hadn't done.
You learned something today?
No, not really. I hope that I didn't get to do anything on the track. I really don't think it was my fault from what I've seen in the car. I feel like I should have got a little bit more room, but maybe we can do it next time.
Thanks for your time.
Robbie Gordon in the 31 car.
Yeah, I thought he got crowded personally. 3 wide.
Behind him is Kenny Wallace in the 1 car on the inside of the 21.
Sadler backed out of that
Elliott
immediately.
Sadler.
Nobody wants to run the top.
Is that Spencer?
It's not like Kansas now.
26.
First year on a new surface, it's gonna be single file all the way through.
After seeing that first turn incident, being very careful when they get in that outside lane.
I don't know.
I know, too. Benny and I were just watching Ryan Newman ran down in there on top of Stacey Compton, got a little bit sideways, got Stacey out of shape.
Moving by Elliott Sadler, who's shuffled back in that outside lane.
And Matt Kenseth has
Blaney's up to 12th now. Let's go, Dave Blaney.
Dave, what happened?
Well, to Matt Kenseth, he had a flat right rear tire. They came in and changed right side tires, sent it back out. As for Jerry Nadeau, he was real loose. They came in and took a spring rubber out of the right rear, which will help the car tighten up a bit, and they changed 2 right side tires as well.
Kenseth back in 40th position. 1 lap down to race leader Jeff Gordon. Terry Labonte in the 5, Andy Houston in the 96.
That's a battle for the 14th position. Labonte takes it away.
Houston is
Andy definitely gave that to him before they got in the corner. He did not want to be in the outside.
Away after today, and the team will shut down. Dave?
And Alan, I talked to Andy about that this morning, spent a couple minutes with him, and I asked him what his attitude was. And he said, you know, it's been hard to come to the track for the last few races knowing that we're not running this car anymore. But he said, today, I was a little bit more pumped up knowing this is my final shot with this car and for this sponsor. And he thinks he has a pretty good piece. And remember, McDonald's has said they want to stay in the sport, but unfortunately, it won't be with the Cal Wells team.
Somewhat of a halting start, already 2 caution flags, but now we're 20 laps in.
Yeah, McDonald's still in the sport to this day.
It'll make up the inaugural event at Kansas Speedway.
Just sponsored Reddick last
Back
week.
at the Kansas Speedway, new.
By the way, it was weird seeing Tyler Reddick in a McDonald's paint scheme.
NASCAR Winston Cup Series racing. Bill Elliott has just gotten by Jeff Gordon to take over the top spot.
Because usually when they sponsor 2311 cars, even last year for the most part, they were on the 23. I don't really remember them on the 45 much.
Jeff Gordon's car is pushing.
Both with Gibbs or Kurt Busch driving.
Unable to keep it down. Bill Elliott could keep his down.
Bill Elliott in the lead.
Elliott, third different
Chase running a throwback scheme of this diecast. This scheme. That's not a diecast, that's an actual car on track. And he pulled away from Gordon pretty quickly, too.
Leffler is third. Ricky Rudd is taken fourth from Johnny Benson a few laps back. Rusty Wallace has now moved to sixth through Bobby Labonte. More on the leader from Bill Weber.
And obviously a good run for Bill Elliott so far. It's strong. They were very concerned when he got out front what the nose of the car would do in clean air. The question, how is it?
Ryan Jerks is the only one to drop a lap time lower than 30 seconds, by the way.
He's very strong from the middle of the corners off through the front stretch and the back stretch. So Dodge strong early. Bill Elliott hunting for his first win since 1994.
And that's where you have to be strong here. You have to be good off the corners because these cars, a lot of guys complain about the cars being tight, not wanting to turn when you get off the corner. So the Dodges are usually a little bit better. A little bit, seems like downforce-wise, they're a little bit stronger car, especially on the nose.
Dodge has got a rules concession from NASCAR a couple of months back where that very lower part of the nose of the car was allowed to be pushed 2 inches farther out forward away from the front bumper to increase the aerodynamic pressure on the nose of the car.
And what that does is it pushes the tires into the racetrack a little bit better. That's going to give you more grip.
We talk about tight, loose. We'll be hearing that all day today, folks. You'll be hearing it because we've got to talk about it. We're going to try to show you what we're talking about when we say tight. We'll go inside our virtual garage. Go down the corner preferred line, just as it is at the Kansas Speedway, right on that white line. When the car comes off the corner and gets tight, it just pushes up the racetrack. The car is unable to turn. So visualize that, folks, when we say the car is tight. One concern that when I talk to the engine guys this morning, they have one concern: engine durability. Because they're in between gear ratios. The front straightaway, these cars are turning about 9,200 RPM. And they're really concerned that 400 miles just possibly could do some of these engines in.
Remember, we saw Dale Jr. and Todd Bodine get into a little scrap a while back. Now Dale Jr. has finally completed the pass on Todd and picked up the 18th spot. 7 cars, Mike Wallace. He's 17th, trying to get a move on Andy Houston in the 96.
At least that move that Mike Wallace made to the bottom of the racetrack got Andy Houston up off the bottom enough that he allowed to pass him coming off turn 2. It was a good move by Mike Wallace.
He's going to get should get passed by both these guys because he's up there in the slippery part of the racetrack, so Dale Jr. should be able to pull this pass off as well.
Yep.
And another 3 or 4 behind if he doesn't get back down there. There you go, Andy. Close that door that was open.
He's been slipping back for a little bit now.
Jimmy Spencer on the move.
And Jimmy Spencer had that damage on that first lap crash and made several pit stops, had to restart about the 35th position. He's worked his way up to 21st.
16th place, Dale Jr. around Mike Wallace.
Lord Burton ran up on the back of Andy Houston, got the back of his car loose, and now Andy's going to lose a couple more spots.
This Kansas Speedway does not have the banking in the corners that some other mile-and-a-half tracks do. When we go to Charlotte next weekend, those corners are banked at 24 degrees. This one is at 15 degrees, and it creates a whole different set.
Well, they definitely have more degrees banking now. What is it, like 22 or 24?
Yeah, the banking doesn't hold you
Kansas
in the
now?
racetrack, so you go down into the
Definitely have more now than what they did back then. I think they added more banking with the last repave they had in the early 2010s, if I remember
like
correctly.
Benny said earlier, there's not a whole lot of grip or traction. The racetrack isn't weathered enough to give you that grip in the tires. So everybody tries to run down the bottom of the racetrack, put that rubber down, that helps them stick.
And when you're on a flat race, on a bank racetrack, as you were talking about, the bank can do so much for you. Here's Jeff Burton on the inside of Todd Bodine. can't quite get
Jason
the
Lefko's
position
still
he
holding
needs.
on to third. Honestly thought he was going to fall back pretty quickly.
Starting back in 19th place. He has moved up now, just taking the 11th spot away from Dale Jarrett. Scoring serial on Marlin. Lost a little ground in the opening shuffle, but Billy's moving forward.
Well, Sterling Marlin having a good run here early, Alan. Just a couple of things about that paint scheme. It's called American Pride. And last week, Coors raised $4,000 for disaster relief victims following a terrorist attack on America. This week, $10 a lap again from Coors, so they can add another $2,670, making it over $6,600 they'll be donating. Also notice on that car, absolutely no decals for Coors. Just an American Pride slogan and the God Bless America.
And walking to the garage here and asking this morning, asking the crew chiefs and mechanics, what car is really fast? The 40 car kept being mentioned. Sterling Marlin is very, very fast. Also, Jeff Gordon, they said his car was very good. But right now, Jeff Gordon is struggling. Bill Elliott has passed him, pulled away from Gordon by a couple of seconds.
Gordon's struggling while he's in second place still. I think Bill Elliott's just that quick right now.
Elliott's lead is 1.9.
I do know who won this race.
Gordon left
Pretty sure I've seen this before. Actually, I forgot there was that opening lap crash, but I think I've watched a replay of this race once
for the
before.
championship moves to a home game next Sunday.
Oh, you know these teams are just so excited about being at Charlotte. This is home next week. Winning at Charlotte is bragging rights until next May.
High noon Eastern Time next Sunday. NASCAR on NBC. There's the leader, Bill Elliott. And even 2 seconds is his advantage over Jeff Gordon. He has caught the tail end of the field. Starting to put some drivers a lap down. Check the interval back to Jeff Gordon. There he is. Gordon already has led today, collected 5 bonus points toward the championship. His title rival, Ricky Rudd, has not. Ricky is running in 4th position now. He is 3.4 seconds behind the leader. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Now in the final practice session on Saturday afternoon, Jeff Gordon's problem was his car was loose on entry and tied off. Today, it's loose on entry, loose in the center, and a little tight up off. Also, for Ricky Rudd, his title rival, the car is loose in the center of the corner, but he's also reporting in the car gets looser when he tries to get underneath another car. So right now his car is good in traffic. Both teams are trying to formulate a game plan for their first round of pit stops, which should come somewhere around laps 65 to 70.
9 races to go in the season, including today. Jeff Gordon has a 212-point advantage over Ricky Rudd. He cannot lose the lead in today's race, but he also knows with 9 races to go, this thing's far from over. It's no time to be conservative.
No points lead big enough right now, and right now we got to fight for every position, and we can't even be conservative right now because the 28, the 88, the
Noah
20,
Coleman,
they're running
Furfer
good.
Express, Mark DeMars,
We're running good
Rick,
too, which we're
Corey
proud of that.
Free,
But the only
David
way we're gonna win this
Niehoff,
championship is to continue to get top 5s, top 10s every
Akeka
weekend.
Stewart, Wade Selinsky, the one and only GOAT. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. But plans to run 2008 or 09 on PS3 season mode / career mode. Season mode, yes, when I get done with NASCAR 07's gameplay. Welcome in from Mississippi as well, David. Let's see here. Favorite Xfinity scheme, Sheldon Creed. Yeah, Creed's got a really good scheme, too. I like Creed's scheme.
Sorry, Alan, I missed who you were coming to me about.
Like the Payday paint scheme, too. That's probably my favorite 3 for the Xfinity series right now.
And
at least of the ones I saw.
Is working this weekend to capture yet another victory for the Rainbow Warriors. And, talking to Jeff earlier today, he has a lot of things on his mind from all the recent events here. Just happy that he can get back out on this speedway for the first time and try to correct that arrow push the next time he comes into the pits. That's what they'll be working on the next time they stop down pit road.
Gordon falling farther back. He's now 3 seconds behind, so Elliott's added another full second to his advantage.
Yeah, I'd like to get back a little earlier. I think it was Ben was talking about the 28 car. That's a hard car to drive, what Ricky's doing right now. The car being loose in the middle, which actually the front tires are sticking too good, so the car wants to get sideways in the middle.
you get next to another car, especially as close as these cars are passing each other, you're taking the air off your car. You're taking the air off your spoiler. So it's even scarier passing somebody because you don't have as much downforce. So he's got his hands full right now.
Wish I had pre-race interviews. Talk about the truck race. Yeah, they don't really have much of a pre-race. Well, they kind of do, I guess, for the truck. And what happened to Jimmy? I missed it. Looked like he just overdrove it. Kind of looked at the replay on my phone.
Third caution of the race. And we're going to see pit stops now. The question that I have, what are we going to see on these pit stops? Do you think some guys will be changing 4, some guys 2, and maybe some guys not even changing tires?
50 laps in, you need most of a tank of fuel. So you might as well change the 4 tires, would you think?
I agree. If you're going to be there that time, you may as well go ahead and put rubber on. Let's take a look and see what happens. See Ricky's working on the back end. Yeah, you're right, BB. The car just quit turning.
Just got down to the corner and lost grip.
But see, the reason I would put 4 tires on is it may set you up. If this thing does go green for a long time, then you put yourself in a position to maybe just take right sides. It's hard to tell. It seems like these cars are just as fast or even faster after 30 or 35 laps on their tires than they are with new tires.
Lead lap cars only are allowed to pit the first time by. It'll be Elliott, Gordon, Leffler, Rudd, and Benson coming in. Challenge here for Leffler's crew. Their first time at the front of the pack. Let's see if they can get all pumped up and keep their guy up there.
I tell you what, a bad pit stop right now can certainly cost you the race when it's all over. Bill Weber, they're coming to you.
And you look at the triple splits, also 50 laps for Bill Elliott. The car just a little bit free. 4 tires and fuel. These are 4 scuffed tires. They were scuffed for 2 laps in practice here earlier in the weekend. Marty, Jason Leffler also with scuffed tires, Bill. A little bit tight. He's doing a terrific job right now. They are very good on the long runs. Half a pound into the right rear. To Matt Yocum.
A 4-tire change for Jeff Gordon. He made a wedge adjustment. Remember, the car was tight, and the 9 car will be Gordon off pit road.
Elliott, Gordon, Rudd, Benson, Wallace. Where's Leffler? We saw they had some trouble on the left side of their pit stop. He's 8th in line.
And it looked like it was only about a second or a second and a half slower, but that's a lot. Pit lane.
Dave Burns.
Good pit stop for Jerry Nadeau. He wanted to actually stay on the tires he was on. He communicated with crew chief Tony Furr and said, I don't think I want to change tires. Tony said, no, let's get these off. It's your first long run. They came in before, but they didn't change tires. It's your first long run. Let's take a look at him, and we'll judge from there whether or not we can stay out long time today. The crew's looking him over now, and Jerry just made they have made a slighter air pressure adjustment for him. He was just a tick tight off of the turns, but he was much better the last 5 laps.
Nadeau pitted on lap 10. He restarted 39th. He moved up to 19th under the green flag before making that yellow pit stop. 51 of 267 laps complete. You're watching NASCAR on NBC. Less than a lap from the green flag. Here's our Mountain Dew pit summary. Push for the Southern 500. First time
Back to the restart.
Finished 39th.
And this is probably one of the few times the leaders like when their lap cars
Dark Crypto, Ashton G, also welcome into the stream.
4 guys can clear the lap cars. They're going to put some distance on the cars behind because all the lead cars are up high. So they got to get by these guys as quick as possible.
Bill Elliott, Jeff Gordon, Ricky Rudd, Johnny Benson, and Rusty Wallace are the top 5. The lap down cars to the inside, the 12 of Jeremy Mayfield, the 17 of Matt Kenseth, those 2, the 55 of Bobby Hamilton. They got lapped by the leader before the caution came out.
And that's exactly what Wally was talking about. The top 4 cars have been able to clear the right traffic. Rusty Wallace, the 5th place car, hung up behind them and losing ground each lap.
Oh, Bill went up.
Elliott gets the car a little bit loose. Gordon's looking on the
Somebody just
inside.
think somebody just spun in qualifying or something for the Xfinity Series. 53.
Champion Dale Earnhardt and all of America's lost heroes.
You said Jeff Gordon, that Ricky Rudd had not led a lap just a few minutes ago. He led that last lap.
Didn't complete the pass, but he did beat Gordon to the line to lead the lap.
5 bonus points in the championship for Rudd. Now he gives the lead back up to Gordon.
But that was pretty impressive, and they're 3 wide behind this group as Rusty Wallace tries to fight through the lap traffic and finally gets through them.
Kansas in the 17, Hamilton in the 55, both a lap down. Sterling Marlin in the 40 and Harvick in the 29. Their lead lap, they're racing for 6th.
As our pole sitter, Jason Leffler behind these guys. He's moved his way up to the 8th position.
Not even born yet because I was born December of 01. Yeah, I was a couple years old. I wouldn't have remembered this race happening live. Would have been way too young. Kenny Wallace in the top 10. Sorry, Bobby Hamilton. Oh, Kurt.
And a race back to the caution flag. Rudd's going to try and get Gordon for the lead.
He has that position. Jeff hung on the outside.
Oh, Ricky got loose. He got loose and he still stayed underneath him.
Seeing an outside line move up. Come in, Wally.
Who's it going to be at the line?
Ricky.
To get back by the pace car. And let's go take a look at what happened to put us under caution.
He just lost it up there. There was nobody behind him really very close to upset his car. He just lost the back of the car.
Andy Houston, I thank goodness he did not turn right when he finally got the car straight. In fact, the car turned left and down through the grass.
And look at this. Wow, that is close.
A photo finish.
Maybe. So Rudd is now the leader of the Protection 1 400. You're watching NASCAR on NBC.
4 cautions already in this one.
4th caution flag here at the Kansas Speedway. Been kind of a halting start to today's NASCAR Winston Cup inaugural here, but we're getting set to try it again. The one to go back to that caution flag to get the top spot.
I think that Ricky Rudd feels like that he has a better. And Rudd clears Matt Kenseth and gets Jeff Gordon on behind him. That could be big.
Kenseth up to 2nd. Oh, he's a lap down. My bad. Wasn't paying enough attention there. I was going to say, I thought he was around 40th earlier.
Let's see if Kenseth can get back on the lead lap.
He's trying.
Jeff might take advantage of this right here. These cars
Yeah, that was not good for Ricky. Jeff had a full head of steam.
And Jeff Gordon goes back to the lead.
Oh. Tried to get down. It looked like he overdrove the entry. Bill's going to get underneath him now.
I saw Ricky Rudd's car go down in the corner and just did not grip the way it should. And he loses another spot to Ricky Rudd. Hey, Matt, what did Rudd's team do on that pit stop?
Kenny, they took on scuffed tires. Ricky reported in under that caution. His car is very, very loose as a quote, son of a gun. But if this is what it takes to stay here, I'll take it. He said his car feels like he only has 2 tires out there. That's
tires this weekend. They all say sticker tires show a tendency to be loose for 6 or 8 laps.
And if you're new to NASCAR, a sticker tire is a brand new one with the label still on it, never turned a lap on a race car. A scuffed tire has been one that's put on the car, then run around the track a couple of times and taken back off.
Right, and a new tire is almost like it's a shiny new tire, and it's a little bit slippery. What the cars, most of these cars were doing anyway, was scuffing tires. So put on a brand new set of tires and go out and run 2 hard laps, get a heat cycle, knock that shine or slick, so to speak.
44 got in the wall too in qualifying for the Xfinity Series. Pay more attention to this, and I'm just kind of glancing up and seeing stuff on my TV as it happens, or just shortly after it happens. Oh, trouble. Dang. Another caution.
Yellow flag. We might have a situation where 2 cars are fighting for the same spot and turn 1 again. Would you think that'd be possible?
I believe, Benny, you hit the nail on the head.
Back to the caution. Jeff Gordon is the leader. Matt Kenseth will get a lap back. And 2 wrecked race cars sitting in the middle of turns 1 and 2.
And I kind of touched on this earlier. When you've got the groove is so narrow, when you're racing side by side, you run closer to the guy because there's that grip in that groove is so narrow. Yeah, you looked like.
Oh, there's a 3rd car involved there, wasn't it? Was that Nadeau?
Yeah, Jerry Nadeau got in the back of him. Oh man, that lifted the rear tires up off the ground on Ty Bodine's car. Yeah, Jerry definitely overdrove it. Got into him.
That was close. Good to see Todd Bodine out of his car. Yeah, that was a hard crash.
Taking off his heat shields, off his heels. The floorboard on these cars are just extremely hot, so they wear little asbestos heat shields. Warren Burton's out of his car. And he's a little angry. Can you blame him? Not really. He wants to go out and wave to the cars when they go by, I'm sure.
And so the cleanup continues here at the Kansas Speedway. Already the 5th caution. Sprint PCS presents NASCAR Winston Cup Racing.
Fast forward back to the restart then.
75,000. Filling every seat in the house for the inaugural event at the $224 million Kansas Speed.
And we've got an ad.
Ran at Dover last week. This weekend, they just failed to find the handle. Here's Rusty Wallace for the lead. Turn 3.
Rusty.
Rusty Wallace, now Bill Elliott under Jeff Gordon for 2nd. Here comes Ricky Rudd up on Gordon's back bumper.
And here's where Jeff Gordon has been struggling. Off turn 4 as he comes off the corner. The car is a little bit too tight. We told you what that was. And as you're tight off that corner, you're losing your forward motion. You're losing your speed, your momentum.
Behind these 4, Johnny Benson runs 5th, Kevin Harvick 6th, trouble in turn 2.
Another one. Stacy's been very loose since the start of the race whenever we've seen him. Oh, Bill got around Gordon too. Like 6 cautions.
At some point in
Well, they definitely didn't pit. Got that cleaned up pretty quickly for the restart.
This morning with motor and ended up having to change motors, and I don't know, we've been fighting loose all day, and Wally's exactly right, we just got a little loose, caught it a couple times before, we couldn't catch it this time, and ended up touching the wall a little bit. We'll be back out in a few minutes.
I hate to have to ask you about this one too, but you had contact with Casey Atwood on lap 1. What happened there?
No, I apologize, you know, I thought I was clear. You know, I looked back, I seen Casey, I was clear on the straightaway, and we got off in the corner. Apparently I wasn't clear. I hate it for those guys, they had a good car, and hate that anybody gets anything tore up, but I thought I was clear, and guess what?
Mike George, Dale Campbell also welcome into the stream.
Stacey Compton back in the garage area with Ward Burton, Todd Bodine, Casey Atwood. And a tough start. By the way, John Andretti is back on the track after repairs to his car.
These guys talk about loose, and that's the, to me, it's the worst situation of all. Let me show you what we're talking about by loose. And folks, when this thing ends, you're going to see just how terrifying the driver can become.
I feel like they show this every NBC race we seem to watch. They definitely showed both the loose and the tight at Dover the race before that. Oh! Man, I thought he was going to clean him out. I'm surprised he kept it off of him. Brendan Poole, by the way, just hit the wall of qualifying. There's been like 3 drivers that have gotten into the wall of qualifying for the Xfinity Series. That's a tough break for Poole. He was 6th fastest in practice. 13th in qualifying out of 17 right now. Blaine Perkins didn't even run a qualifying lap, which is unfortunate because he was top 10 in practice also. I didn't realize Ty Dillon was in the 3 car this week for the Xfinity Series till just now. Oh, Dale tried to sneak underneath the mic too.
Sent there by NASCAR, Benny, because the repairs they made to the car, they put a new nose piece on it. NASCAR wants to have a look at it.
Maybe he'll actually be relevant. He might be. Probably not, though, because he's 9th in qualifying, and they still have like half the field to qualify yet. Anthony Alfredo's top of the charts right now. Larson's actually beating him by a lot, though. So. Think about putting money on Larson to win the race tomorrow. I want to see where he qualifies first, though, just because, oh my gosh, he dropped a 29.789. That was faster than anybody in practice. That's going to be tough to beat. I think Truex in practice was fastest at a 29.8. Larson just ran a 29.7 in qualifying. I can see Larson sweeping the weekend, honestly. I mean, he's not running the truck race tonight, but the Xfinity and the Cup, I could honestly see him winning both races.
Regional motor oil is better than ever. Valvoline's formula is proven to max.
2 weeks ago, Joe Gibbs Racing finished the first of those cars. They took it to the wind tunnel last week. It blew very good numbers. They're very happy with it. The plan for the 2003 Grand Prix is to take it to the track early next year for presented to NASCAR the middle of next year, but the first of those cars just now finished by Joe Gibbs Racing.
And Dave Blaney fell back. He was as high as 12th early in the race. He's 24th right now. I think he's still in the lead lap, though. That's a plus.
Williams race chase is Earnhardt Jr., Mike Wallace, and Bobby Labonte. This great battle is going on back for the 11th position. We can see it's a little over 12 seconds behind the leader, Rusty Wallace.
Mike Wallace, job hunting for next season. He is out of the 7 car at the end of this year. Talked with him this morning. He said, "So how's it going?" He said, "Going fine where this race car is concerned. Anything I can drive next year?"
See Sterling Marlin coming up right behind Johnny Benson trying to take over. That's the battle for the 5th spot. And folks, we showed you the tight and we showed you loose. The problem with these
Notice all the Roush cars are struggling in this race. They were struggling at Dover in the last race, too. I think only one of them even finished. This one, they're like all outside the top 20. Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth.
be balanced at the end of a run, they need to start the car at the beginning of the run so loose. Well, the crew
I don't know where Jeff Burton's at. Burton was the only one, I think, that finished the race last time, and he didn't get a top 10 either. I'll have to see where Jeff's at when they scroll back through the leaderboard again.
Marlin looking to the inside of Benson. And Johnny knows Sterling has the faster car at this point.
And it doesn't look like he cares.
Talked about the potential for first-time winners today.
Jason Loeffler's still in 8th, 100 laps in.
Pit road for Hut Strickland.
I don't see Jeff Burton in the top 15.
the transmission has failed.
Oof.
Oh, that's Strickland's car. LC Benson finally lost that 5th position to Sterling Marlin.
See, he didn't care.
He didn't care after all.
So now if we're going to have a first-time winner, we've got to
Hard to believe he never won Darlington in any series. Yeah, that is true. He's up in the running like every year. I think this weekend could be the weekend with the speed he's had at a lot of races this season.
That we're testing here on September 10th. Then the incidents the morning of September 11th terminated that test for many teams. Benson and his crew decided to leave the track after the attacks on New York, Washington, and the incident in Pennsylvania. Obviously, they could not fly. They drove 1,044 miles from the infield here in Kansas City to their shop back in Concord. They were one of the few people able to get rental cars and make that trip. The test on that day, the 10th, was favorable and may be paying off today. Benson hunting, as Benny mentioned, for his first Winston Cup win. But the date of September 11th lives with this team for many reasons, and one of them was that trip home.
You know, it really is amazing when you go into a rental car lot today and pick up your car, you can't find any license plates in the state you're in.
Yeah.
We came into Missouri here to the airport. You go to the lot, it's all Montana, California, Texas. The car that I'm driving has a Texas license plate.
I mean, honestly, that's like that pretty much most rental car places I've been to. I didn't realize that all changed right around 9/11.
Came up off the corner, and Nemechek did not get off the corner as well as Benson anticipated.
Unless you go to like an airport, they'll have a lot more options, so they'll have license plates from whatever state you're in.
Dale Jarrett in the 88, Mark Martin in the 6, back for 16th place. Jarrett's not shown any kind of strength today at all.
And I talked to Tom there this morning in the garage area and asked him to make any changes.
It's like the 31 car is overheating a little bit.
In other words, they changed just about everything.
During his qualifying lap, they tape it up, tape the grill up like all the way. Second for Parker. He's been qualifying pretty good this year, I've noticed.
Much better right now, but again, he's gone back to the tight condition. They've really struggled all weekend. We talked about it at happy hour. They were making major changes to the 88 car at happy hour. They were not happy during that practice session. This morning, things are not going much better once the race started.
Oh my goodness. Mark weaseled his way in there. That was close. Dale Jarrett did not give him a lot of room.
And they've got to hang in there and keep working on the car. Who knows? Tom Parrott and that crew might make a change the next pit stop that will make the Indian car as fast as anyone on the racetrack.
And the problem is, if you're tight to begin with, you're really going to be tight normally around other cars. So he's got that to contend with as well, because the air off the car in front of you is disrupting the air on your nose. So it's taking the air off the front of your car, which is making it harder to turn.
A little different paint scheme for Jared's car this weekend. This, the flames and the brown color and all that designed to match some paint they put on a lot of UPS delivery trucks around the country and tie in with that whole "we want to race the truck" ad campaign. Bill Elliott trying to get the lead from Rusty Wallace. And I'll tell you what,
Almost.
Bill Elliott has a fan right now, probably the biggest fan that he has on how long he's
Bill Elliott has a lot of fans.
because there's nothing's going to make Ray Abraham smile except the victory here today.
Casey involved in the crash, turn 1, lap 1, that took his car, which was qualified 5th, out of contention. Let's get an update on Rusty from Marty.
Well, a lot of debate, Alan, about stickers versus scuff.
Rusty's not able to keep the car down as low off the exit of the corner compared to Bill. He's getting a lot, giving a lot of opening for Bill to maybe get underneath him one of these times. Helped his drive off though off turn 4 because he pulled him down the front stretch.
Sticker tires much better. They start me off a little looser, and that's what this car needs. To Bill Everett. Marty, 2 stories down here. First for the 9 and then for the 10 on sticker tires. The 9 did almost exactly what you did. You said scuffed every set 2 laps. Johnny Benson right now has a number of set of sticker tires in his pit. In fact, they plan to put on stickers. Next time they stop, stickers for Benson, scuffs for Elliott. We'll see what happens.
Right now, if that's what he likes, that's what he's going to get. And obviously, Rusty knows he needs his car a little bit looser, like you said earlier, Benny, because his cars are going to get tight. But right now,
He lifted a lot that time. You can just tell by how quickly in the center of the corner Bill was able to close on him. He was off the gas for a long time there. He's holding him tightly. Pretty cool Riley Herbst has a Ken Block throwback scheme this weekend. Monster Energy. Good battle going on right now. Wow. That was powerful. Somebody's smoking down on the apron. With the 22. Oh, it was the 90. He was just on pit road not that long ago. Yeah, I was going to say, he was on pit road probably 20 laps ago or so with the transmission issue. Oh, Sam Mayer's got a shot. Oh, he got the wall. That was just enough. I think Sam Mayer, if he didn't hit the wall, he probably would have gotten to the pole. Ran a 29.849. He was tracking pretty good in the middle of the corner. He just carried too much speed. Man, if he didn't get up into the wall, I think he beat Larson there. Oh, that's tough. I think Terry was right around 12th and 13th last I saw on the leaderboard.
You're exactly right, Manny. He reported in he is out of fuel. The 5-car Terry Labonte is out of fuel today.
And during Nadeau, he said, actually Tony Furr, the crew chief, has made the call. 2 tires only for Nadeau, but they are going to stay for all of the fuel. This looks like it may be a fuel mileage race. And he leads with a full tank. Matt?
Terry Labonte brings the 5-car quietly into his pit stall.
Love that Tony the Tiger paint scheme. It's another nice scheme right there. Classic.
And here comes Jeff Gordon down pit road. He was talking about his car was tight up off of turn 4 and just a tick tight in turns 1 and 2. They are going to adjust with air pressure, and they are going to put scuffed tires on the 24 car. Remember we told you he put stickers on before, and the car was just too loose, but it has now gone to the tight side. They're not going to take a chance now. They're going to go with scuffs. This Gordon's down and away to Marty.
And Rusty Wallace will come down pit road, Matt, again. They're going to put on sticker tires this time. The leader says he's very good. He starts a little bit free. With those sticker tires, start him free. He gets tighter the longer the run goes. They will take a pound out of both left side tires to Bill Weber.
And scuffed tires for the 9 car. A set of 4 tires that they got from Casey Atwood's team after Atwood fell out. Outstanding stop. Elliott was just a little loose in. They're hoping the scuffed tires will help that condition. He's on his way. Ricky Rudd, Tony Stewart, Johnny Benson on pit road. Dale Jarrett's in. And now Sterling Marlin comes in after leading a lap. Marty?
Jarrett is here, Allen running 15th. They will make an adjustment on the right side. He is tight through the center of the corner. 1 round up on the track bar for Dale Jarrett. They put the left side tires on. He's back out on the racetrack.
It's 4 tires for Sterling Marlin. Left's now tight. Fuel in. Good stop for Sterling. And that car carrying the red, white, and blue today. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is now the leader. Bobby Labonte moves up to second. He comes in. It's good morning.
Ryan Newman running 11th. 1 round up on the track bar. He is tied off the corner. On the radio, here's Roger Penske. His spotter today.
How many races did Ryan run in 2001? I know he ran part-time in the 02 for a handful of races. And obviously he was in the 12 full-time in 2002 was his rookie season. And Mayfield went to the 19.
On the radio, Bobby Labonte was saying, I just can't get the car to stick into the corners. He is pushing really bad. They finished 36 at Dover. They fell from 6th to 9th in points. They really want a good finish, and they really had a great stop. Today, Burns.
4-tire stop for Mike Wallace running near the top 10. He made a radio adjustment. His radio was not working. They said he was tight from the spotter. Bill Weber.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s team had a bad pit stop earlier in this race when the right front tire got away. It cost them about 2 seconds in the pit, several positions on the track. Earnhardt Jr. has told his crew his car will be very good at the end of a long run. 4 tires and fuel tomorrow.
And Mark Martin is in. He was loose early on, as we saw very clearly on the television set. And then they got tighter the longer the run went. It'll be a 4-tire stop and a chassis adjustment for Mark Martin.
Newman, favorite throwback scheme of the weekend, by the way? Yeah, I do like it. I actually, kind of a spoiler, but the diecast showing at the end of Stage 2 I always have for you guys. During the live commentary streams, I actually have that same diecast that I'm going to be showing off tonight. Figure with him coming back to run another cup race, might as well have a classic Ryan Newman rookie scheme. I always like the Altel Dodge. Even the powdered blue one he had there towards the end of his Penske days. One that he won the 2008 Daytona 500 with. I really like that one too. Altel always had some pretty good paint schemes, I thought. Couldn't skip that ad, unfortunately.
So Wallace in at 123. That'll put the lead over to Matt Kenseth now. And Marty Snyder covers the Kenny Wallace pit stop.
Well, this car's been all over the map today, Alan, for Kenny Wallace. He was tight on the first run, or rather loose on the first run.
So Larson and Mayer ran quicker than anybody in practice. Ryan Truex is going to have a shot at the pole, I think. Oh, man, Sheldon Creed just got in the wall. I think. He's going backwards down pit road. He dropped a 29.950, but it looks like he's got some flat tires on the right side. I think it was Sheldon Creed. It might have been somebody else. Creed went a while ago, I thought. No, he didn't. He just went. Yeah, Sheldon Creed's got some damage. He's probably going to end up going to the rear of the field. Well, the race is tomorrow. They might be able to buff the fenders out overnight. Be different if it was a truck race if they qualified and practiced the same day like they did earlier. By the way, I think Nick Sanchez is on the pole tonight for the Truck Series, if I remember seeing that. I didn't watch qualifying, but I think I looked at it right before I went live. Cole Custer, third, 29.880. All guys on track right now.
Their stops run 82, Benny, and everybody's been getting 60 to 65 laps on fuel, so they've only got another 10 to 15 that they can run here before they'll have to stop.
Right now he's got the 0-2 car, Ryan Newman, a lap down, although Newman is trying to get by Kenseth now to get back on the lead lap.
Got him.
Back in 22nd place. And that's important. When you get by that, Kenseth, in case the caution comes out.
Exactly right. I was just thinking of that. You say, well, gee, why is he trying so hard? He knows Matt Kenseth's got to come in for a pit stop. But if their yellow were to come out, then automatically he's a lap. Ryan Newman would be lapped down.
So on a different pit stop schedule, Matt Kenseth is now the leader. Here in the Protection 400 at the Kansas Speedway. You're watching NASCAR on NBC.
Dave Blaney in second. I don't care if it's green flag pit stops. I just saw Dave Blaney in second. I hope he leads a lap. That'd be great.
Aerial shots from the Budweiser.com airship brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR. Enjoy.
Oh, Nemechek. Wow, 29.613. Oh, Bill Elliott's blowing up. Car's too fast. So fast he blew a motor. I'll get him at Homestead in a few weeks. I think Truex going to have a shot at the pole too. I think he's the last driver to go right now, qualifying.
We'll find out from pit road here in just a moment. The update
Sideways.
car. In the meantime, Kurt Busch is giving up
29.613. He was over a tenth quicker than Larson. Second for Truex, 29.754. So Larson will be third. Those JGR cars, man, they're going to be tough. Oh, Josh Berry still got to go. My bad. I realized Berry didn't run yet. I don't think he's going to have anything for him, though. He's tracking in the back half of the top 10 right now through 1 and 2. So it makes sense because his teammate Brandon Jones is right around there. It's going to be right in between him and Mayer. Allgaier's 15th. He's way off compared to the other JRM cars. So Jonathan Nemechek's more than likely going to be on the pole for the Xfinity Series. Oh, Austin Hill still got him. What's the order here? Oil on the track. We got another yeller. Way to go, Bill. That's the caution Kenseth needed, though. How about Dave Blaney catching the caution he needed? If I was Dave Blaney, I would have went up there and passed him to lead the lap. Get those 5 bonus points.
Now, if you're Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon, guys that stopped earlier into the green, do you come in this time?
Well, let's see, we've got 130 laps to go, yes. Anyway, if you don't stop.
Get the pit stops real quick and then get to the restart. Yeah, everybody's pitting, whether they already pitted or not. He's going to get a lot of track position. Kenseth's got decent speed too, I think. He just needed track position because at least when he was on fresher tires on the restart. Man, Rudd's lost a lot of spots. here's the restart.
Rusty Wallace trying to put a lap on the 1 car. Kenny Wallace, his younger brother.
He's trying to clear him before Johnny Benson or Earnhardt have a shot to get to the bottom. I think Dale Jr. ran that last run long, too. Oh, my goodness. Dale's kind of boxed in right now between the two lappers. Rusty's pulling away. That Jeff Gordon that just went to the top. Oh, Ken. No, it was Mike Walls. I saw the 7. I thought it was Kenzie. Oh, Mike just went up the hill again. Wonder where this puts Dave Blaney then. So I think he was 24th right before the caution, or right before pit stop started. Notice a lot of the Dodgers have had a lot of mechanical issues. Jeremy Mayfield and now Bill Elliott a little bit ago. Dropping engines. Casey Atwood wrecked out on lap 1. But Rusty leading right now. I wonder if he can make it to the end. That engine will hold up. Dave Blaney's in 11th. How about that? How many cars are in the lead lap? 18. 21. Yeah, so he probably would have been a lap down if that caution wouldn't have come out when it did, so that actually worked out for him.
To motivate their teams throughout the season. And last week in Dover, with Wilson along for the ride, Junior got a big one.
Last week was a relief. I mean, we really wanted to get another win before the year was out. And it came more sudden than I expected. And hopefully, we'll capitalize on some more strong efforts throughout the season and move ourselves up in points. We got a legitimate shot at finishing 3rd, and that's maybe what we're aiming for.
So Junior on a mission today, and just in case you joined us late, yes, Wilson is on board in the exact same seat that he had last week.
I mean, he has to be after winning last week. You know, race car drivers and teams with their superstitions. Oh boy. Mikey's been way off on pace today. I mean, even Kenny Walsh has been outrunning him by quite a bit. Kenny's a lap down. Kenny wouldn't have been a lap down if it wasn't for that caution, though. Price you pay pitting when he did. Slide job by Gordon to get by Jarrett. Took him a little longer to get by the 88 than Dale Jr. Jr. pulled away from Jeff a little bit.
Jarrett's day for Marty.
It's not been a very good day, but it was a good night last night for he and his team. Dale Jarrett was actually at an appearance with you, Alan, and his team was at a Royals baseball game, and now Dale Jarrett has a new friend. Here's how it came about. The team was in a suite at the Royals baseball game. Next to them was the owner and famous third baseman So he came out and hung out with those guys. Called DJ on the cell phone. They arranged a meeting this morning. They met face-to-face, and already George Brett is planning to go to Talladega. They are fast friends, and George Brett is here today watching Dale Jarrett.
Well, I guess for Casey, I love George Brett. Watching us on the tube, I guess he's here.
George is here. Joe Montana is here. I guess George is up here in one of the suites, so we can't put a camera on him. I understand Joe Montana's here.
I think Dale Jarrett took the wave around because there were 21 or 22 cars in the lead lap. He's in 21st. I know he was a lap down when the caution came out. He must have stayed out of the pits hoping for another quick caution. Especially when you consider Kenny Wallace is a lap down. He's keeping up with him. If not, looks quicker.
Rusty's led on 2 different occasions today. He has led the most laps so far in this race. 62. The 161 that have been run. Let's get more on his day from Marty.
I think the team is honestly right now surprised that Rusty is being so fast out on the racetrack, Alan. They were very good in final practice yesterday, and that's been the case several times this year. Rusty Wallace has been very good in final practice. They would come out on
Gabe Blaney up to 11th. If he gets a top 10, I think that'd be the first time on these classic races that we will watch that he'll end up potentially getting a top 10. I don't want a racing reference look to see how many he had in his career, just so that way I don't spoil myself when we get to future races with these Throwback Thursdays. It's like he didn't have one in like 2005 or something like that, and I'm going to be like, well, watch a race from 05 so I know he didn't get a top 10. I don't want that.
The question of how all this strategy is going to start playing out, I think you'll see in the next 10 or 15 laps. You'll start seeing where the tires are.
I think it's starting to play out already as I've watched the monitor here. The last lap, Rusty Wallace had the top 6 cars. 4 of them were faster than Rusty Wallace.
Okay. And Jeff Gordon is one of the fastest.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys are on similar tires, though. Right? I mean, Gordon got 2 tires on his stop. Rusty got 2.
Sure to hit the like button if you guys haven't done so already, and also subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. First stream of the race weekend. And first of 2 on the day, we'll be doing live commentary for tonight's NASCAR Truck Series race at Darlington. They'll be live again tomorrow with another doubleheader for the live commentary of the Xfinity Series race at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow afternoon. And another Throwback Thursday live stream will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. We'll watch a classic Darlington race. You can vote in the community tab for which Darlington race you want us to watch this week. This stream was supposed to be from last week, hence the reason why it's a Kansas race. We did start watching it on Thursday last week. It was actually the 2015 race we started to watch, but after about 10 minutes, YouTube took it down, so that is why we were watching this race tonight instead. This is on NASCAR's YouTube channel, by the way, which was the same thing with the last one, but this one's not getting copyrighted, so I don't know what the issue is there. Thought it was within 7 years, and that race was 8 years ago, the one we originally tried to watch. Ricky Rudd just can't get around the 93. Douglas Lintz, thanks for tuning in. Yeah.
Blaney, one of those guys that short pitted earlier on a caution flag, then got the brake went in. All the leaders stopped under green and got it back in sync and back on front.
Got something flapping on the right side of the car. Can't tell what that is.
Absolutely horrible. It's tight on the last last stop, they only took out 2 tires rather than 4. And they also were going to put a rubber in the right rear to help free up that race car, but instead they just took down the 2 tires. And you know, there's been a lot of speculation, guys, about what number this car would carry next year. Whether it would revert back to the 3 or stick with the 29. It was announced this morning that Kevin Harvick will stick with the number 29, but go back to a silver and black paint scheme. They feel like Harvick has created his own identity using the 29, so they're going to let him carry it on.
I don't think the 29 has been in the Cup Series since Harvick left RCR as well.
Harvick stepped up to the microphone at the press conference and said he felt the pressure now was on NASCAR to do the right thing with their number 3. Obviously, hinting that he felt they should be retired for future use. 170 laps complete, 98 to go here at Kansas Speedway. Rusty Wallace is your leader. Rusty Wallace is your leader. Out in front with 92 laps to go. He's led the most laps so far today.
Dale Jr.'s still hanging on to 3rd. I didn't think he was that quick earlier. Johnny Benson's been very sneaky fast in this race. He's been pretty much top 5 or 6 the whole race. Got the 2nd on the restart and still in 2nd. Blaney back to 12th. Ricky Rudd finally got around him. Hey, Dave Blaney's outrunning Mark Martin and Tony Stewart. That's a win right there. That is a win. And Dale Jarrett. Granted, Jarrett got trapped a lap down.
Of running the same racetrack in different cities. Part of what makes racing fun is going to a lot of different racetracks, and that's how the Winston Cup Championship has been determined, and that's how we need to make sure it's always determined, is that the team that's able to be diverse and run a lot of different racetracks at a high level, that's the kind of team that has success. The more of these 1.5-mile cookie cutter racetracks that we build, it takes some of that away.
Using the phrase cookie cutter, describing similar tracks. This track very similar to Las Vegas. The new Chicagoland track very similar to Las Vegas. When that Vegas Speedway opened in '97, Benny, the drivers went there and said, this is the perfect racetrack for Winston Cup cars.
And I think the racetrack still, the drivers love to run at Las Vegas Motor Speedway because it's fairly easy, it's smooth, it's wide. The problem is that you get a lot of racing like this. Follow the leader. And I think that the fans want to see these guys side by side.
Is that a function of the fact that the corners have lower banking than, say, a Daytona or a Charlotte?
I think that the cars themselves have graduated to the point that lends itself to that. These cars are so dependent on air to get around the corners that once they get around the other cars and start getting them.
Talk about dirty air back in 2001. We're still talking about it today in 2022. I mean, it's just a product of racing. It won't be as bad as the 550 package, hopefully, ever again. Knock on wood.
And I really believe that this racetrack or Chicagoland Speedway, if the ISC people had to do over again, if today they started a clean sheet of paper, I think we would see something like a Bristol or a Richmond. But 3 or 4 years ago when this process started, this looked like the thing to do. And another thing, this racetrack is only going to get one NASCAR Winston Cup race. And they feel like that they...
Yeah, for now. Well, now they have 2, so... Kansas is a great track now, though. This version of Kansas, maybe not as much. Granted, it was the first year on the fresh pavement. You're going to have that most tracks anyway, but... Todd Bodine with a mustache, by the way, looks very weird. It's like a pencil-thin mustache. I can't tell if it's real or if he drew it on, honestly. It looks like it might be drawn on. If anybody's watching NASCAR Race Day right now for the Truck Series, his eyebrows look like they're drawn on, too. They're like pencil-thin. He kind of looks like Vince McMahon a little bit with the way he's been looking since he came back. Oh boy. Starting to get racy for the lead. Johnny Benson, Dale Jr. closing in on Rusty. Oh, no! Junior got out of the way. Wow. That was a Pontiac this time, though. It wasn't a Dodge like it has been the first couple times in the race. Look at the RPM 0. From 9,000 to 0, just like that. Boof. It's out of nowhere, too. You're just running fine, and there he is, middle of the corner, you know, doing race car driver stuff, and then it just blows up. White puffy smoke all really out of nowhere. Oh yeah, Kansas definitely in its prime right now. Kind of has been the last couple years too, but well, caution's out again. We will get back to the restart. Jerry Nadeau. I think I heard fuel only for Jerry Nadeau, by the way. That's why he's in the lead. Rusty got out ahead of Earnhardt. Gordon did, obviously, too. Rusty needs to get by him quickly so Jeff doesn't have a shot to catch him. But, I mean, see, that's the thing. Nadeau's a teammate with Jeff Gordon, so you'd think he's going to hold on even longer for that reason. Attempt to, at least. Michael Turner, thanks for tuning in.
People say America is a land of opportunity. It means the power to discover, to redefine yourself,
to improve yourself,
to challenge yourself,
so you can be all you can be.
Just over 20 people watch right now. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content on the channel. Skipping the ads. Got a live commentary stream for the NASCAR Truck Series race coming up at 7:30 tonight. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go live. Again, Truck Series live commentary right here on the channel. Flag to flag coverage. Oh, no, no, no! My goodness. That would have been a terrible impact. Not Dave Blaney. Oh, Mikey. Mikey's in it. That was way behind it. He probably got clobbered into. Not Dave Blaney. He was running in 11th. Racing back to the line. Nadeau's got it. That's big for Jerry. It allows him to hold on a little longer. Those older tires.
Michael Waltrip starting to unbuckle. His day ending against the turn 4 wall while the field is gathered up by the pace car. Let's hear from the man who was running second till shortly ago. Bill?
And that would be Johnny Benson. You had a great run going, but you had to hint there might be a problem.
Well, no, we didn't. I mean, at first I thought I smelled a little bit about 10 laps before that, but I thought maybe it was coming out for Rusty on his own. But then it just went away. Just did that just for a little bit, which is sometimes normal during the race. But Beverly and Pontiac was really good, and like I say, we're just doing a great job. The guys doing a tremendous job, and man, this is, you know, just getting that close and kind of hoping to win one here in James' hometown.
You had a strong piece, didn't you?
We did. I mean, we had room to make it a little bit better. We've been working on it as the race gets going, and thought we were going to make some big money for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America, plus the race team. But it wasn't meant to be. Hendrick's building this great engines all year long. Ain't going to complain at all. Like I say, everyone's why.
Back to the restart again.
laps on these tires. Nadu goes up the hill. Can Rusty get on the rim?
Nope. Jeff's a lot closer to Rusty on this restart, by the way. Got by the lappers a lot quicker.
Fourth place Dale Earnhardt Jr. has 2 lap cars separating himself from these front 3. Let's go to Bill Weber.
With Michael Waltrip back here in the Winston Cup garage, what happened?
Whoever spun out off the board, and I just went to throw up my hand and back off. Nothing drastic, and evidently Derek, he didn't know anything about it. He just ran over top of me. We had a pretty competitive day going. We came in here and had to fix the spindle that seal went out of, but certainly had a good car and was looking forward to running the rest of the race and learning. But we had that taken away, so a bad day for the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. We'll just have to come back and get them next week in Charlotte. You okay? I feel fine. Hi, Macy. Her birthday was yesterday and she wasn't here. So happy birthday, sweetheart.
57 car, Derek Michael referring to as Derek Cope.
Derek Cope ran into the back of Mikey. Go figure. Tony's been struggling in this race, I feel. Just can't get around him.
I think Rusty's car is a little bit tighter behind the 25. That's why he can't make movies. Get that aero tight that we talked about.
Oh, slipping up. I mean, every time Jerry slipped up the track, though, Rusty can't get underneath him. He got close that time. Oh, big block. That was a it was actually a good block. I was about to say it was a terrible block. It would have been terrible if he turned himself. Barely clear. Oh, Dave Blaney's still on the lead lap. Okay, so Blaney's in 17th. He only lost 6 positions with the spin, luckily. Good thing he didn't hit anything. Oh, there he goes. He's there now. Gotta get by him quick. Here comes Jeff. I was gonna say it's kind of paying off if he holds on, because he's in 3rd. I don't even think he was in the top 10 before he went fuel only.
Let's go on board with Jeff Gordon, check out some telemetry, see what kind of RPM, what kind of mile per hour that he might be turning. This is down the back stretch, the slowest part of the racetrack. And we see around 190 miles per hour, almost 8,800 RPMs, around that. Front stretch should be a little bit more in speed and RPMs. Let's see if he's going to turn
193.
about 9,000 RPMs. And that's a bunch, isn't it, Barney?
Oh, yeah, that's a lot, Benny. And Robin Pemberton, Rusty Wallace's crew chief, these guys are normally known for creating a lot of horsepower, as is Jeff Gordon's team. You see Jeff Gordon chasing Rusty Wallace on the racetrack. Robin and I were talking this morning. He said during qualifying for Rusty Wallace, he turned 9,600 RPMs. That ties the most RPMs they have ever turned on a racetrack.
Wow. Rusty Wallace, we saw him there, over 9,000 RPMs as he tries to stay in front of Jeff Gordon. And he said, wow,
These two have history. Yes, they do. Sure as hell do.
and RPMs, those are the things that kills engines.
Rusty looks awfully tight right now this early in the
That's what happens when you run up towards the front with the same guys every week. Bound to run into an issue every now and then.
Rusty Wallace came here to test on the 16th and 17th of September. Weather limited the track time that they were able to get in. It felt like they learned enough to
Most of the time, it's Jeff getting into Rusty, though. It's not so much Rusty getting into Jeff. Jeff Gordon had 57 wins already at this point in his career. That's ridiculous. He wasn't even 9 full-time seasons into the NASCAR Cup Series, and he had 57 wins to this point. That's ridiculous. He has more wins than Rusty up to this point by 3. And Rusty had ran, what, probably like 5 or 6 more seasons? And Rusty's a Hall of Famer. Won a championship. That caution really helped Roush Fenway Racing out quite a bit. Not just Matt Kenseth. Gave all of them a shot at a top 10. I don't even think any of them were in the top 15 before any of the yellows. Well, before the yellow during the green flag pit stop specifically. Jerry Nadeau's still in third. Yeah, I think all, well, 3 of the 4 Roush cars in the top 10. Kurt Busch isn't. Dave Blaney up to 16th, recovering from a spin. Sterling Marlin's having a quiet good day too. Jeff's right there, you just can't pass him. Oh, he got a good run off turn 2. I think everybody still has to pit one more time yet. Blaney's up to 15th. Passed one car. I think he passed Robert Presley during the commercial break.
stops for the leaders came at lap 185 of 267. A little bit far to make it on one tank of fuel if the race goes green from here to the finish.
Well, the 4-car made that pit stop for fuel. He's going to try to go the rest of the way without stopping. We know that Rusty's got to stop. We know the 24. We know every car out there on the lead lap, probably with the exception of the 4, know they have to stop again.
Why don't we find out what some of the crew chiefs have to say about their potential strategies toward the finish? Marty Snyder.
Rusty Wallace is the leader right now. Crew chief Robin Heffernan and Robin. Car looks a little tight right now.
Yeah, it's a little tight. We've been fighting it all day long. It's pretty good. Biggest problem is what's behind it.
How much longer can you stay out? When do you have to come down pit road?
Oh, Jeremy. He really crowded his teammate there. He didn't give Rusty a lot of room to make that corner. He's so many laps down, too. I think he was in the garage for a while. I honestly thought he was going to lose the lead because of it.
You need to stop again. We know you're low on tire wear. How close are you on fuel, Tony?
Well, we're like everybody else. Everybody's going to have to stop somewhere around 245.
All right, they hope they can make it, Bill.
With Tony Uri Sr., crew chief for Dale Earnhardt Jr., you got to stop one more time. What are you going to do?
I really don't know that. Still don't know where the caution comes out. If it goes green, I'm pretty sure everybody probably just stop the fuel on it. I think we got to stop right last 252 or something like that. So surely nobody put tires on the second. Let's see what the caution comes out.
Okay, that's the story from pit road, Alan.
All right, Bill, it's going to be interesting. Ken Schrader smoking.
Kenny.
Black flag. No caution yet, though.
Sorry for that slight lag, by the way. Is it a tire rub or an engine fix? Here we go. Jeff is there. Is there going to be a caution? Oh, my goodness. Rusty drove it in deep. Yeah, I was going to say, drove it in so deep. Oh, wow. What a great job to hold on to the lead there. That was incredible. Is Kenny Wall still out there? I thought I was going to bring out another caution.
Some kind of an oil leak. Schrader saw the smoke coming up through the shifter boot. NASCAR has asked them to shut it off. They're going to jack it up, put some stacks, some jack stands underneath, and try and tighten up some oil lines, see if that does it.
Oil leak, and they're still green, though.
Look at the windshield of Rusty's car. Wally, you said he just looked like he was reaching for something. That's what he's trying to do.
Oh, tear off.
His hand out to pull up the tear off. The tear off is scrunched up on the windshield. That lap, I saw him reach his hand out the windshield. How about Marty?
Yeah, good luck trying to do that at 190 miles an hour. It's weird that it all bubbled up in that corner on him. That's gotta be tough to see out of the windshield.
Out that very little part of the windshield there where the...
We'll get that tear off in about 20 laps.
20 laps.
Right now he's hoping every lap it'll blow off. And it could blow
Oh, no. Looks like the right front gave out. That looks like a vicious impact, by the way.
Talking to him. He's taking the steering wheel off. That's a good sign. He's throwing it off. That's even a better sign. Yeah.
Probably got the wind knocked out of him.
I would think most guys would just go fuel only.
Fuel only. 38 laps to go. Yep. Rusty Wallace will probably have a chassis adjustment to this car.
Well, fuel only's tough considering this guy just blew a tire, more than likely.
Here come the leaders on the pit road. Don't see anybody on the lead lap that'll stay out. Let's cover the stops. First 8 burns.
Yeah, they can't stay out. They had to pit one more time on fuel anyway. They were about 20 laps short. Final stop, though. Oh, Jerry. Jerry stalled it coming out of the pits. He's going to lose a lot of spots. He was in third. Oh, Ricky. I think Ricky got him. Look like Rusty had to have been speeding coming out of the pits, by the way. Rusty was flying off the pit road trying to get to the 28. Did Rusty speed? Jeff Gordon lost spots on pit road, too.
We're continuing around the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car. Marty?
And guys, here's the tearaway from Rusty Wallace's car. He said, I don't care if you get the whole thing, just get the part that I messed up out on the racetrack. This was very bent. They pulled it away. He got away very quickly. A great stop for these guys. 7.3 seconds.
All right, who won the battle off pit road? Was it Rusty Wallace or was it?
I thought Ricky Rudd won the race out of the pits, and if he did or didn't, look at Rusty gas it, though.
Just a little after he passed Mark Martin. Watch him pass Ricky Rudd.
But there's the line. Ricky Rudd is clearly to the line first, according to that shot.
Now, if we go back and watch that at full speed, it will illustrate how much Rusty was speeding on pit road, for which he's being penalized.
Yeah, I was going to say it. Okay, so Rusty sped on pit road. It was pretty obvious. Very obvious to me that he was speeding. Way to go, Rusty. Joshua Rumsey, Billy Kramer also welcome to the stream. Well, my day's been pretty good, for the most part.
Let's check some replays first. What happened to Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
Well, that's after he hit the wall.
He's already in the wall. Let's go on board. We see the fire coming up from the back of the 8 car once again. On board, listen to this.
Oh, maybe it didn't give out. No, I was going to say I didn't hear a tire go down either. Definitely a hard hit.
I don't know, because I didn't hear the tire go down. Normally you hear the tire explode when it's low or has run over something.
It's like they're all up unless the right front is down, which we didn't get a very good look at it.
Brushed in now, too,
So Rusty Wall's speeding on pit road.
Ready? Yeah, no way we're going to beat Jeff Gordon. We got win races, win races, win races.
Going back to green. 33 laps to go.
33 to go. Ricky Rudd leads now. Mark Martin's in second out of nowhere.
The winner tonight will be decided in the pits. Let's see if he was correct.
Boy, Ricky, that did exactly what he needed to do, was get clear of those lap cars. Now Martin is stuck on the outside. He just clears the 31.
97 car in Kurt Busch is that lap car between the top two. He's back in 18th place. First car 1 lap down. Then you've got Martin, who's running second.
Susan. Hi, don't worry, whispering. Check this out.
Next lead lap car that reaches Matt Kenseth in the yellow number 17. And he's boxed in.
2022 DLC for NASCAR Heat 5 comes out. Surprised they don't have it yet.
Jr. has just come from the infield care center. Dave Burns is with him.
Junior, you were on your way to your third straight top 5, and then what happened?
Well, I think we blew the right front tire. Felt the vibration about 2 laps before that, and it was hitting pretty bad. And I just told the guys to get the pits ready that I was going to come on in. And I told them out on the front straightaway. The tire blew out going into one. Just need another half a lap. But what a great racetrack. Kansas City. It's a lot of fun. My car was driving itself out there. Wasn't putting a lot of pressure on it or anything. It was just going around and around. And we was keeping up with them guys. And I thought he was going to get us to 3rd place or something like that, move up in the points. But it's definitely going to set us back. So
you weren't injured in any way, Dale?
no, it was a hell of a hit. But I took it in stride, man, just like always.
He always does, and he'll be back again, Alan.
That Junior could be some work. Don't get him in Charlotte, Dale. So Junior is out while running in 4th spot. Ricky Rudd is now the leader. Jeff Gordon is trying to catch the top few. He was challenging Rusty Wallace for the win moments ago.
BP, you can go for a while here.
You can?
I just saw it happen at turn 2.
I did too. I saw Nemechek out of Brom getting off turn 2, and they went 3 wide under him.
29. Oh, car in the wall. Headed down to turn 1.
Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. Oh my goodness. How did they all miss him? They were like 3 wide right behind him. I thought one of them was going to hit him.
Oh my goodness, now that really looks like Skinner's car.
He came from the bottom of the racetrack at the start-finish line up to the outside wall, halfway between the stripe and turn 1, then right back across through traffic.
And that you would think is definitely a blown right front tire or something like that for him to shoot up the track like that. Well, let's take a look.
Watch this.
Oh, yeah, that one you definitely saw blew out.
Now this is the amazing thing. Watch as he goes back across.
Oh my goodness.
He has no steering, and these cars
Right there. Oh my gosh.
somehow they miss him. How did they do that?
On board Tony Stewart.
I was about to say Jeff Gordon would never catch Ricky Rudd if it wasn't for a caution. And he got it right there. Hard hit for a couple of 2000 rookies. Luckily, it was on the straightaway, not in the corner.
Sure did. So under caution again here at Kansas.
Is that 11 cautions?
This is the 11th.
Yeah, 11.
Welcome back to the Kansas Speedway. 243 laps on the board. Ricky Rudd continues to lead. After qualifying on Friday, the story with behind them, Jeff Gordon. We go back to green on the racetrack.
23 laps to go.
23 to go. Kansas was ahead of Gordon, I think, too. Oh, no! Well, this is going to help Jeff, too. Mark Martin's going to get by Ricky. No way he has the car to keep Jeff Gordon behind him. Nope. Yeah, there he goes. Jeff's going to get him here. Oh, my. Making his own room. Clear. Oh, my gosh. Ricky just sent it in there to get by Mark. I thought they were going to make contact. Where'd Terry Labonte come? Oh, he's a lap down. Okay. I was like, how did he get up there? Another one. Couple of them. There's like 3 cars in the wall. Yep. 2 weeks in a row. Wrecked at Dover when we watched last week, too. Terry's trying to get his lap back. Got it. Bobby Labonte in it too. He also wrecked at Dover. Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. Both front fenders and the rear end's bashed.
Let's hear from the man involved in the last caution. He's with Dave.
And it seemed like Junior's tire was a bit of a surprise, but Matt, you had a little bit of an indicator you might have a problem?
Yeah, everything was fine before we pitted, but after we pitted, something just didn't feel right in the car. I don't think we were low on air or anything, but yeah, just a teeny vibration to it. So I'm not really sure what happened, but the tire let go, and I'm thankful it let go going into the end of the tri over there instead of going into one. But we just had a tremendously bad year. Everything's gone wrong. Even when we get the cars to run halfway decent, which isn't very often, something bad happens. So I was looking forward to finishing at least in the top 10, maybe in the top 5 today, but just wasn't to be.
And you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, he is physically okay.
Very blunt about that season.
Hard crash for Dale Jarrett. Bobby Labonte also involved. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Of the day,
Well,
the most caution
I didn't mean to skip it leading into the replay.
this year. Previous number was 11.
Get to the restarts. Here we go. Now Jeff's got to hold on. We getting an ad? Yep, we're getting an ad. I was wondering why it was buffering so much. I was waiting for it.
Sweet tarts.
Candy, that's just one thing. But I got Sweet Tarts ropes that are both sweet and tart. Don't you want something that's both?
I do. Sweet tarts, speedballs.
I don't think the top 5 cleared those lap cars, do you?
Top 2 did, but Mark Martin, the third place car, is hung up between the second place car, Rudd, and the lap car, Robbie Gordon.
Rusty Wallace got up to 5th on the restart. He got by Sterling Marlin and Kevin Harvick.
So much for deals.
And remember, Rusty's got fresher tires than the other guys.
12 to go. Oh, another one. Jeez Louise. That was a hard hit. That was driver's side first into a concrete wall right in the middle of the triover.
They're racing back to the yellow flag. Doesn't look like Rudd's going to be able to get up and do anything with Gordon.
Now the restart, we will see a single file restart.
Robbie Gordon.
Oh, Skinner just got a lap back. Or my bad, Robbie Gordon. I forgot. Skinner was out of the car for this race. Mentioned in the pre-race right before they went green that he was going to have knee surgery. Not sure if that was from a wreck that he has to get knee surgery or something just random.
Check it out.
First time pole sitters. 43rd, 43rd, 42nd, 39th, and another DNF.
That's terrible. The best finish anyone had of the 4 was 39th.
With just 10 laps to go, the field is slowing to a stop on the back straightaway.
Red flag.
NASCAR's going to display the red flag.
Red flag so that way they can get more laps in on the restart.
Finished under green. The field stops. Inside the final 10 laps of the race.
Get back to the restart.
These tires are probably 225 degrees when the caution flag comes out.
Maybe.
And that's what it says when they slow down.
Exactly. That's the see.
Here we go.
Rusty on the outside. And here comes Sterling Marlin on the inside. Here comes Kevin Harvick on the inside.
Oh, I think Harvick made contact with Martin. Oh, there's more contact behind him, too. I saw Presley get sideways. 3 wide. Ay. They're not going to make it. Oh, get Dave Blaney out of there. He's on the outside of everybody. Get out of there, Dave. 5 laps left. Hang on, Dave. Still on the outside. Ryan Newman? Where did he come from? I mean, he was like 13th a couple restarts ago. Now he's up to 2nd. 4 to go. Newman's got a head of steam. I think Rusty was going to be the Penske driver. Trying to battle Gordon for the win. Rusty's up to 4th. 3 to go. Well, last lap, Newman was a little quicker. Yeah, let's go, Dave. Past Kevin Harvick. Yeah, Harvick's definitely off the pace. Uh-oh, that's not good. Tire going down on the 29. Hopefully it holds up. Got 2 more laps. Lap and a half now. I was going to say, it looked like he lost a little ground that last lap. Rusty going for 3rd on Ricky Rudd. I think he got underneath him. Hey, Dave Blaney's in 10th. Oh my gosh, I just saw it. That pass on Harvick was for 10th. Hold on to it, Dave. He was on the outside 3 wide on the restart. I'm surprised he actually held on. Didn't lose too many spots. Yeah, he won a lot of them. 58 career wins for Jeff Gordon. Where's Blaney? He did it? He did it! 10th! Let's go! Dave Blaney with the top 10 after spinning earlier in the race. What a recovery. He spun and still finished 10th. For the first time ever on a Throwback Thursday, Dave Blaney gets a top 10. That made my day. I don't care what happens in the truck race later than that. That made my day. Even though this happened like 22 years ago, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to act like this just happened.
Congratulations, Ryan. Look at the skid marks from Jeff Gordon all the way through the grass. Came off the pit lane and just threw it out into the tri-oval. And by the way, with the drivers who had trouble,
that's a quick chirp. I feel like he got to victory lane super quick, by the way. I feel like he literally just took the checkered flag like 30 seconds ago, and he's already on pit road. Part-time rookie, nonetheless, out of Ryan Newman in 01. Not even a full-time rookie. That's like if Ty Gibbs last year finished second.
Of his 285 race Winston Cup career. And Bill Weber's there with him now.
I can't believe Dave Blaney got a top 10.
But it was 5 years ago yesterday that Jeff Gordon took the checkered flag and drove into victory lane for the final race at North Wilkesboro, a short track in North Carolina that was very popular. Now it's new tracks, big tracks, major cities, but the same guy coming back to victory lane. He's been extremely successful, as you mentioned, in inaugural events. Pretty much came in here on a mission, I think, after the last couple of weeks. Wanted to show he could get back to victory lane. Also wanted to show he could protect his position in the points. Probably had a little emotional motivation this morning. His special guest at the drivers meeting was Matt Dahl, the son of United Airlines pilot Jason Dahl, who was aboard United Flight 93 that crashed in Pennsylvania. Congratulations. Welcome to Kansas.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Can't wait to come back. Man, what an awesome day for the DuPont Chevrolet team. You know, we had a good car, top 2 or 3 all day long. I hate it for Rusty. That was a tough break for him, and, you know, he had the car to beat. I think we had something for him.
Well, he beat himself. Pit road speeding penalty.
I think we had something for him, but, woo, what a great day. Just want to thank God for all the adversity this team has come through over the last year and a half, and want to thank DuPont and, you know, all the folks that really make this possible for us. Quaker State, GMAC, Pepsi, Fritos, Delphi. It's just a great organization at Hendrick Motorsports, and we're just so proud of this race team.
You had Matt Dahl with you this morning in the drivers meeting, the son of pilot Jason Dahl.
We did, and it was very special. And
Chug the Pepsi, yeah.
He wanted to be here. He had to go home. I showed him where Victory Lane was earlier. I didn't know if I was going to be here, but he said, well, go out there and do it anyway for me. We'd love that. And this one's for Matt. He's a strong and great kid, and we were really happy to have him here with us today.
Look right at that camera. Tell him you made it, man.
Good news in 9 days. What are we going to get? Another Dave Blaney top 10?
We'll see you at Charlotte.
What is it? All right. That is going to wrap up the Throwback Thursday live stream for today. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content on the channel. As for coming up next on the channel, bottom of the hour, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have live commentary of tonight's NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race from Darlington. It'll be a fun race. First of many fun races this weekend. You won't want to miss the action. Again, flag-to-flag coverage coming up very shortly. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys here in a few. And appreciate the support as always. See you in about 12 minutes.